Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with a sketch by Lisa Sikorsky with Scrap a Sketch. And here it is. Fun layers and lots of opportunity for embellishing. So I pulled the leftovers from my Chase the Sun by Hip Kit Club, which is I don't have any paper left except for those little bits over there on the far right. But this is the packaging, and I'm going to use that as well as some of this bits and pieces here. But I needed some paper and decided to go ahead and go with Hip Kit Club because they work well together usually. And this is from the Fall in Love collection that came out a couple months later. And this blue and white and pink paper I felt were going to go really well with the colors that are in the Chase the Sun collection. So I pulled two of them, one for the torn bit and one for the background. And then of course I have tons and tons of ephemera still. I have this picture of me and my son at the beach, so I thought I would document that. So I've got my papers, lots of embellishments, some scraps and leftovers, my cute picture, and this awesome little sketch. So let's see how this goes. So I decided I wanted that white to be my background and the blue to be the torn bit. And I am going to trim about, I think I trim about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch off the side so that you get a little gap on either side. And then I am going to use Rusty Hinge and Fossilized Amber to give myself this second bit of layering that Lisa has on her sketch. Now you could use another piece of paper and have another torn edge down there, but I decided I wanted to use this ink. And so I just blended it all together and kind of gave it an orangey yellow glow, which is going to go well with the rest of this collection. So my goal was to use as many bits and pieces that I had left from the Chase the Sun collection, and for some crazy reason I kept these itty bitty little thin bits and pieces. And so I put the 3 of them together and added a couple other little bits and pieces, and I am going to make this strip up at the top. And mine goes about the same amount of width across as Lisa's from her sketch. And I added a couple extra one's a branding strip with a little piece from another paper, and then one is just a little strip that I had left that was already distressed. So I put those down, and then I'm going to put down the paper where I'm going to hold my picture. And that is packaging from the Chase the Sun collection. And that's what I love when companies use their packaging to where you can use it in your layouts. And I know American Crafts are really good for that. And of course, 49 and Market is really good for that. So I love when they do that because it just gives you a little extra. I apologize about my dog. So I've got my little strip up here at the top. I've got the little scallop, and where it peeks through you can see those little strips of pinkish colored paper that go well with that background paper as well as with the paper that I've got my picture mounted on. And I have inked the end of my picture, that matte, with the Rusty Hinge so that the orange will stand out. And then I inked the scallop thing up at the top, the little branding or border strip, with the Fossilized Amber. And so I'm going to build a cluster up here, kind of loosey-goosey. I'm not putting it down yet, but I am going to build it with mostly these leaves, add a couple shells and some other little bits and pieces. It's kind of crazy, and it's kind of got a lot of dimension to it because some of those are felt and some of those are chipboard and some of them are flat, and I'm okay with that. In the end, I'm going to cover up where they join with the house that you see sitting over there on the right side, because this is at the beach. Me and my son had walked over to get a slushie with my family, and we stopped and took a little picture. If you could see the background, there was a cute little bench and a little thing that said something about Holden Beach, but you can't see that, so I cut part of that off, and that's fine. I know what it is, and I will probably journal on here somewhere and talk about where we took this, but it'll be in my beach 2023 album, which is what I'm working on for 30 Days of Sketches this month. But since I have extra pictures, I figured whenever I was adding new layouts or doing other hops that I would also create with these pictures. So I add this little perfect paradise and the little circular doohickey says relaxing together. And I also put something up, a little tag up at the top that says relaxing. And then I'm going to add a word later afterwards because I forgot to put it back in the packaging that says relax. If y'all couldn't tell, the whole point of this layout is that we were relaxing. So I get all these little things tucked in. I tuck in this little chipboard drink. We were going to get slushies at this place across from the house that we stayed at. And so I decided I was going to use all of the goodies, which you can partially see over there on... Oh no, I've already put them down. They're right there next to me on the picture. One's like a popsicle, one's an ice cream cone. And then on the left side, I put this little mixed drink looking thing. It all goes along with the concept that we had these slushies and they were delicious and we had at least one a day and it was fine. So I'm debating on my title and I've already got relax on here a million times. So I decided I was going to try and find something to do with this word cool. And on my, the Chase the Sun stickers and puffies, I still had the word the. So I decided I would put the cool and then pull out my alphas from the Chase the Sun collection and just finish it off by writing the cool spot. Because A, it was cool, like it was a lot of fun. B, it was cool because it was slushies and they were, you know, cold. And we just had a good time and it was at night and stuff like that. So here is Lisa's sketch again. I love all the layers and the possibilities. You can use lots of paper layers. You can use inks. This could have been a matted layout, which it totally looks like, but I was going with what I had left of this collection. And I'm thrilled to have gotten so many things used up and tucked in some things like the shells, the watermelon, because one day I think he had one that had a watermelon flavor. So if you're looking for a sketch every week, every Friday, Lisa posts a new sketch on Scrapbook Sketch on Facebook. So I hope you'll go check that out. I enjoy creating with her sketches. She also is doing one for 30 Days of Sketches earlier in the month. So if you haven't joined that, you can do that as well. Have a great day. Hope you'll come back and see me again, and happy scrapping.